Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome. It's Nurse Richard the Wax Wizard. Thanks for joining me for this, which is probably going to be the last episode before Christmas. Now, this 2 ears, this. Now, some of you will have seen this gentleman's ears before. You might already recognise him. I think it might have been on twice before. It's a chap who comes to see me about once every 3 months or so, and he has this crater in his ear. Now, what's the cause of that? I wasn't sure at first, but he's since had some test scans and been seen by the specialists after I found this thing. And the long and short of it is they're not really concerned about it, to be honest. They're not worried in the slightest. It wasn't a canal cholesteatoma. It's not changed, it's actually improved a little bit. Canal cholesteatoma, for those who don't know, you get a collection of skin and keratin, and it kind of burrows into the can get infected and burrows into the cause of ulceration on the ear canal, and even infiltrate the bone. And that's not what's happened here. This is more to do with poor blood flow in this area. It is of a decent age. You can already see the edge of this crater, can't you? It is a decent age. Got some other health conditions, nothing too serious, but they have concluded, the specialist, that it's more than likely just poor blood flow that's caused that particular part of the ear that's just not receiving the right amount of nutrients, the right amount of oxygen, and it's just died. But it does actually look a bit better. I think the first time I saw it, I think the bone was fully exposed. I'm not sure on the number of the video, but feel free to go and have a look for it. But it kind of looks like it's growing a very thin layer of skin over the top of it to me. So here it is. Now, a full-size tube, this. I'm fairly confident sticking the full-size tube in because I know where this is and I know how big it is, and it comes out a lot easier, as you'll see very shortly. It'll pop up and you'll be like, oh, where did that come from? There it is. There you go. And it just jumped out in it and exposed it. So it does look like, if you see kind of a glistening, if it is a layer of skin, it's a very thin one at the very least. Now, I did try and get that little bit underneath there with the fine end tube there. Not quite possible to sneak that underneath there. You found that a little bit uncomfortable. Did you just see, by the way, there's a little fold, isn't there? So that tells us just where the suction tube is now, on where that crater is. So that tells us that, yeah, there is a very fine layer of skin that's starting to grow over there. So it's not, strictly speaking, exposed bone anymore. It will always have this. It's not something that's going to get better. And it looks like the ridge around it, that's not going to start growing into it, I doubt. You probably always have this little lip that goes onto it. And it does collect. He is a hearing aid user as well. So this stuff does collect in that, because particularly when he puts his hearing aid in it, it can push it in a little bit. I suppose I better address the elephant in the room, which might be, what on earth have you got hanging from your ears? Now, I've resisted against anything particularly Christmassy. It's not because I'm a bar humbug, far from it. I love Christmas. So I went and robbed these from the Christmas tree in the clinic as a bauble and a little reindeer there. Now, I do use a cutout function so you can't see what's behind me. Now, whether that means that you can't see these, I'm not entirely sure, or they're all blurry, I don't know. If that is the case, I'll just leave the background in and you'll be able to see the corner of the clinic room that we recorded from. Actually, it's bugging me now, I'm really uncomfortable. Let me take these off. So yeah, nice Christmas bauble. I'll put them back on the tree, otherwise my landlord will shout at me. And I'll assume that's Rudolph, only because I don't know the names of the rest of them. Donna, Blitzen, Vixen, Bob, Albert. I really got no idea. I was never very good with nursery rhymes. Certainly not going to remember all the names of the reindeer. So let us know what your plans are for Christmas. I know I've probably already shared with you what mine are. I've dinner with the family. We're not having turkey. Now, there's a reason why you only have turkey once a year, most people anyway. It's because it's crap. It's because it's just a dried chicken, a dried big chicken. It doesn't taste very good. And it mostly dries the bone. So why do we bother? So yeah, no, we never bother. It's not that we're against the tradition of it and all. It's just not very good. So I think we're having a leg of lamb. But there's a few things that's got to be on the Christmas dinner table. Sprouts, obviously. Big fan of Brussels sprouts, me. I do. It's usually the only thing that I cook. It's one of my specialities. I do sprouts and just parboil them. It's not a cooking channel, this, by the way. So I'll give you a quick tip on one of my Christmas dinner specialities. There you go. Can you just see the little hole in there? This other one, by the way, it's not usually blocked at all. But as you can see, it really is now. Anyway, you sprouts, parboil them. Get a frying pan, nice and hot oil. Load of garlic, salt, pepper. Cut up some bacon. Ideally, get some bacon nice and crispy. Fry that in that. A bit of butter as well. And then put in your sprouts. Finish them off. Fry them in there, and then throw in some chestnuts. Chestnut sprouts, bacon, garlic. Oh, I'll tell you, it's amazing. It's really good. For those who don't like sprouts, then what's wrong with you? I believe they have genetic. I might be wrong on this. I heard that they genetically modified sprouts to make them not as bitter as they used to be, because everyone used to eat them, didn't they? Because they were quite bitter. And I believe over the years they've sweetened them, made them taste a little bit better through fiddling about with the DNA, whatever it is that they do. I don't know. I always liked them. Still like them now. So this will be the last episode before Christmas. So I'm having a break, having about 2 weeks off, having a little holiday, going to a cabin in Scotland, which I think I've already told you about, but very much looking forward to that. It's always busy this time of year, and no doubt there'll be many more years to come as soon as I get back in January. So if you've not got any new ones to watch, you've got 204, apart from this one. I think this is 205. Yeah, it's 205. You've got many more to watch. Go and catch up on the old ones. I know a few of you have seen all of them, but most of you won't. There is a lot of new followers who've just found me. Hello to all of you, by the way. Welcome aboard. As a result of episode 200, which went a bit bananas. And thanks for all the comments on it, particularly those who commented on the on me Pink Floyd parody song, I Wish For Any. I do appreciate that. And I promise, I've never been a singer. I don't consider myself a singer at all. I was always in the band when I was involved in music. Couldn't sing. I can sing in tune. It's just not particularly nice sounding voice. Yeah, but thanks for those of you who said it was. It was a one-take wonder, not edited or auto-tuned at all, by the way. But I do appreciate it. And hello to all the new followers there. Do appreciate it. The mug, I'll announce the winner to that on Christmas Day. So I'll pre-record a video. I'll get a random name generator and I'll release that on Christmas Day. And I'll try and find that person's comment and reply to it, so you know that you'll have won the mug. Anyway, nice and clear that one now. Anyway, very Merry Christmas. A Happy New Year. I hope it brings you everything you wish for, and possibly something that you don't wish for. Nice things, obviously. But for now, take care of yourself. I'll see you next year. Bye-bye.